Ahoy, mateys, and welcome to Shooting Straight with Donny C. I'm your captain, Captain Donny C. I'm here because I love the sea. Not just in my name, but in the oceans of blue. Ha ha! And with me, as always, is my first mate. 5.4% Dave. Arr! Ahoy, Dave.
Ahoy! Hi, Don. How are you today?
Good, how are you?
I'm wonderful.
Welcome to Shooting Straight with Donny C. Glad you can all make it with us to our Halloween episode. As you can see, I'm a pirate. Dave's a bear. A bear.
Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us and coming to see us one more week. This one is a little special because it's Halloween. It's one of my favorite holidays. It's coming up. It's right around the corner. So before anything else, happy Halloween. I hope everybody has a real good time. And there I am. Happy Halloween. Dave?
Yeah, sir.
You're a big beer,
I'm a big beer.
but you're 5.4%.
Yes. Hey, that's what's on the bottle.
So if any women are consuming Dave, just be careful. I don't know how many Daves you're allowed to have in a night. Before you can drive or not drive, it could be dangerous.
Arr. Before she walks the plank.
I was wondering how long you were going to do the pirate accent there.
I was thinking about it for the whole show, but I'm sure people would not want to hear it for a long time.
It may come back and forth periodically.
Periodically. Yeah.
Periodically.
Like Tourette's.
Exactly like Tourette's. But thank you, everybody, for joining us. Hopefully, we can have a good time. If you have questions and you want them answers, I got the answers. I don't know what the questions are, but I know I've got the answers. They might not be the answers you want to hear. They might not be the answers you like, but they might be. So why not give it a shot? Send your emails to shootingitstraightwdc@gmail.com. I know which way to point that way. There it is. Dave gets your emails. He reads them to me while we're recording, and I have no idea what's happening, so I never know what the show's about, except for today. I know a little bit about today, only because,
It's Halloween.
so that's why we know a little bit about the show today. But normally, I know nothing about the show, but that's what the whole premise of the show is, so send your emails. Hopefully you've got questions, we've got answers. So, with that being said, Dave,
Yes, sir.
we're in costume, because Halloween. Is there an age where you stop getting dressed up? Because obviously it's not at 50
No.
or close to it.
No, Halloween's
Obviously.
for everybody. Halloween is for everybody. You can wear costumes your whole entire life.
I do it all the time. I get dressed up every year. Every year. Even if I don't go out with my kids. I used to go out with my kids all the time. But even if I don't go out with my kids, I get dressed up so when people come to my door, I'm in costume. So kids get candy from some character. And I know you know me. I play the character the whole night.
Oh, exactly.
My wife hates it.
When you're giving out candy to the neighborhood kids, so, you might as well dress the part. It's Halloween. Dress up
Exactly.
scare the kids.
Exactly. Or last year I think I was the Cat in the Hat, so people were excited, like little kids were excited. Oh, it's the Cat in the Hat. You can take candy from the Cat in the Hat.
Mm-hmm.
Dangerous. You shouldn't take candy from any strangers, except for Halloween.
Right. Well, speaking of costumes,
Yes.
I have a question for you.
Sure.
Questions. A question concerning costumes. There we go. Hello.
Not a question concerning questions?
5.4%.
I think he's at 6 at this point.
Have you had over the years, what is your favorite costume that you have worn or wanted to wear? Blah, blah, blah.
My favorite Halloween costume is the Joker.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy playing the Joker. I do full makeup. I have a purple and black checkered suit with an orange shirt and a green tie and this, that. It's like very Jokerish. And years ago, I actually shaved for the first time. I had no goatee, no nothing, and I threw a Halloween party, and people didn't even recognize me or know who I was. They were like, it could be Don, it might not be, but I was in character, so I was just playing this character, so they were on the fence whether it was me or not, so that was kind of cool. But even now, if I do dress up like him, I will put silly string in my suit vest jacket, and as I'm walking around, if a little kid's dressed up like Batman, I will sneak up to him, spray him with silly string, and then like, and then I run away laughing with the high knees and everything else, and just run away like the Joker would. So,
That's awesome.
yeah, I'm 100% in character when I do it, and it's so much fun.
You're stalking
about
the streets
you?
You're stalking the streets looking for little
Batman.
Batmans.
Yeah, Bat Boys. Nah, let's stick with Batmans.
Well, for me, over the years, I actually have a. Let me see if I can bring this sucker up. Do you remember back in the late '80s to '90s, McDonald's had a mascot, the Moon, that was always singing and stuff?
Yes.
He sort of looked like this.
Yeah.
When
Okay,
was-
I remember him.
I made a cardboard head of the Moon when I was a kid, and
Okay.
and I went around town. I got the black outfit, and I went
Really?
around town with this stupid moon head.
Did you sing the
Like,
McDonald's songs?
I did not, but
Oh, okay.
all I kept hearing as I was going down the street, you would hear, "It's a good time for the great taste of McDonald's," so people knew what I
Who
was.
you were.
You
That's
know
awesome.
what I mean?
Yeah.
And, but no, that was the most creative one
Okay.
that I have done. It took a
Yeah.
lot of work, a lot of duct tape, a lot of paint. You know,
Right.
it was fun,
Yeah, I
but,
didn't-
hey, that's what I would.
I love doing characters. I mean, I do a Jekyll and Hyde. I also have a Jekyll and Hyde one, which I enjoy doing. And I took a lab coat and like a trench coat, and I sewed them together. And then I have the hat that has the wigs and stuff. So one side's all tight and braided and everything else. The other one's just a mess and everything. And
Yeah.
one side's got the cane that I'm walking with. Like, so I enjoy doing that one too. My wife hated my rocker. I went as a '90s rocker one time with the cut-off gloves and my guitars. I strapped the
Yeah,
guitar around it. But every
Uh-huh.
time I went somewhere, I was like, "Yeah, happy Halloween, yeah."
Gee,
And she would, by the third time, she's like, "Do you have to do that all night?" And my response was, "Yeah." Exactly. That's what I did the whole night. She did not like it.
I don't know why.
I know, it's hard to believe. I know.
Yeah.
Imagine having to hear that all night long. It sounds amazing to my ears.
Yeah. Call Carrie Ann up.
Yeah. Exactly. Click, you son of a bitch. That's funny, yeah. But I like, have you ever been to a actual Halloween party where you get dressed up?
Plenty of, including yours.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah.
I used to throw them way back in the day, and I want to do it again, but it's a lot of work.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of, and to do it right, it's a lot of work. I've been to a couple that are at people's houses and stuff like that. The ones that Dave's talking about, I used to actually rent out a hall.
You'd rent the hall. Yeah.
We rented a hall. We had a DJ. Like, it was a part. It was a club. We basically went into a club when I rented out the hall.
I forgot.
but-
Did you ask for money at the door? I forgot. Like, was it like
Not on the Halloween one. On the Halloween
No,
one,
no,
no.
okay.
On the regular parties I used to throw, yes. That was me and the guys would get together. I was friends with the DJs, so we would rent the hall together. We would do all that together. We would have bouncers. We'd have we'd buy roses and have a girl walk around with the roses and sell them. We go, we want this much for the roses. Anything on top of that, you can have. You can have it. It's yours. We'd have CD giveaways for best ass contest and stuff like that. You know, because why not? We could, and
And you did.
we did, and they were a lot of fun too. But not for the Halloween one. The Halloween was a little different. The Halloween one was more friends, family, and everything else.
yeah,
So I don't
yeah.
need best ass contest for friends and family.
Why? I got a nice butt.
Yeah. You would definitely not win the CDs.
Damn it.
Next time, I would record you though for entertainment purposes years later and just blackmail you with it, but definitely not winning CDs. But yeah, a lot of parties with the just food decorations and regular decorations and prepping for it and everything else. Like, I know that like the people make the deviled eggs and they make them like eyeballs or whatever, and they do this and that. Like, have you ever made anything like that ever? Like food wise?
No, not at all. But I
Okay.
see, you see the videos on TikTok, on YouTube,
Right.
whatever, of how they do it. It's a lot of
Right.
work to do it.
It
You
is
know
a
what
lot
I'm
of
saying?
work.
And I'm like, I don't have time for that. Ain't
Yeah, no.
got time for that.
I'm just trying to get a pop. Ain't nobody got time for that. I tried. I think the craziest thing I ever did was I carved a watermelon one time, and I don't have the pictures up. And if I realized we were going to go into it, I would have brought it up. But it was basically I carved the watermelon to be a skull. I'm gonna see if I can
Oh,
find
wow.
it on my phone real quick, and then just show you what it looks like, because it was pretty cool. I don't know if you can see it.
Oh yeah, I got it. Mm-hmm.
So I carved it like that, and then on the one side, I had it where his head was cut out, like it got hit in the head or whatever. So he had it hit. So, but that was the closest I got to actually making like some kind of Halloween. And I don't even think that, I'm not sure if that was Halloween or not, but I had a watermelon. I was just, you know me, I carve jack-o'-lanterns and stuff like that. I go crazy with them and stuff like that. And maybe when we do the live show right after this episode, we're gonna do a live show. Mm-hmm. And then maybe we'll talk about some of the jack-o'-lanterns and stuff like that. I'll put some of the pictures up. You can see that. But yeah, I mean, prep-wise, the decorations in the house, you got to do the webbing, you got to do the pin-ups, you got to put, like, I guess you don't have to, but I mean, when I was going to do it, I would change all the lights, I would change, you want to have the black lights, you want to have the music playing. It's a lot of work to throw one of those parties.
Right, regardless of what holiday, Christmas, Halloween, whatever. Right. You if you're hosting, you have to bring it up. You got to make it feel like it's that holiday. So
correct, and it's great. And then with that though, I mean, it ties into the costumes. Mm-hmm. Depending on who you're inviting to the party, some of those costumes, sexy whatever.
Yeah.
I ain't mad at him. I never pulled off a sexy whatever, but I'm not mad at the women who do.
On a side note, you should go to like Comic-Con because then you'll see all the costumes.
I know.
You'll see a lot of what you want to see there, buddy.
That would be so much fun. That would be so much fun. I know you went and did that. I don't know.
Oh, it's awesome.
I don't. There's so many people though. It gets so crazy. I don't know if it'd be entertaining as much anymore.
Yeah.
Because it's so tight.
Yeah, you got to deal with a massive sea of humanity there. Yes, I agree.
Exactly.
But there's
scattered ass
everywhere.
Scattered ass, men and women. So if women are into men, they're there too.
Oh yeah.
So, okay, all right. Now, for me, I personally have never, ever not decorated for certain holidays. Halloween's one. I love outside. Mm-hmm. Not so much inside my house, but outside.
Outside.
You've seen my house.
Mm-hmm.
I've got stuff on the roof. I've got strobe lights. I've got curtains that are ripped open that you have to walk through to get candy, to the point where certain kids, if they're little enough, they get scared and they don't want to come in. Because once you walk in past that, there's this little 4-foot werewolf that pops up and down and whatever. Mm-hmm. And then I have a 6-foot guy who moves, he's like a butler, and he talks to you off a sound. So as soon as the kids scream or that thing goes off, and then they scream, and then this guy goes off, and these kids do not like coming to my door. Yeah. As a kid, did you ever have anything like this where you walked into a house and you're like, I don't want to be here?
Trick-or-treating, yes.
Okay.
Going trick-or-treating, yes. There was houses that would scare the shit out of you, and you're like, no, I'm out. But we never decorated like you do or I do, now.
Right.
Just, I don't know. I had my kid, and it was to entertain her, like she thought it was cool. You know what I mean? So it would start up as one little blow up, and then it would turn into 2, and then 3, and then lights all over the place, and the little hologram lamps that show the ghost on your wall. It just keeps every year keeps escalating.
Yeah. I've got one that shoots lightning bolts onto my garage or whatever, and it rolls thunder as it's going, like a storm's coming through, and the lightning bolts kind of just flash and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's a good time. I enjoy it. I love it. I love being a character.
Arr! This is great.
But I do enjoy it. I have a good time with it. And then just with the decorations and putting you in that just takes you away from the whole world, because it's crazy. So when you can have a moment to step away and do this for no other reason than it's Halloween, it's awesome. Now, do you know what the whole point of Halloween, where it started from and everything else? Do you have any idea?
I didn't do my research on that.
I didn't do my research either, but I don't have the dates, but it started off where people would wear masks to scare off the evil spirits.
Okay.
So basically, people would dress up to scare evil spirits, and then it turned into this crap. Dave, I don't know who Dave's scaring away as an evil spirit. Maybe somebody who's sober now and in AA. They'll stay away from Dave, but outside outside that, nobody's being scared of Dave. Maybe, I'll get ya. But yeah, that's where it originated from, though. It was so that people, they thought that the spirits were going to come and get them, so they would have a day where they would all get together and actually try to scare their spirits. So if their masks were scary enough, the spirits would come in, the spirits would get scared, they'd leave, take it easy, and then they could live a happy life without evil spirits, and they just have God and Jesus, and everybody's happy and everybody's good. So maybe we just need to wear more masks in our lives.
Then it turned into how can we monopolize off of this?
And then we started giving out candy and this, that, the other, and
yeah. To go back on the decorations, are you the only one? Because I'm trying to think if it's just my area, but do people in your development there, are they decorating as well? Are you the only one?
Yes, no, others decorate, and my neighbor, I just had a neighbor move in, they decorated, they got a pretty cool, like, 7-8 foot guy, 10 foot guy outside, and he moves and he talks and stuff like that. A little graveyard and stuff like that. So, I mean, there are people around me that do it also, so there's a couple of them. Is it like it used to be?
Yeah.
No, but is anything like it used to be? No.
Yeah, no, because if it wasn't for me and my neighbor, nobody, like, my strips, like, nobody's doing anything over here.
Yeah.
It's a shame, but
It is. And after COVID, it's been a lot harder to figure out how much candy to buy because you never know anymore.
Oh, yeah? Yeah.
Years ago, we'd be, okay, grab 5, 6, 7 bags, whatever. We'll go through it. Now, you go, I still got 4 bags left over.
Yeah.
And what happens to that candy?
Yeah, you eat it.
Then I become the fat fuck. Exactly. No good.
Yeah,
I try not to do
about
that.
it. You're right on that. That has not come back because since
has
COVID,
not.
man, it's like you said. I don't know if it's the parents just don't want the kids to go out anymore, or kids just don't want to do it anymore. A combination of both. I don't know what it is, but
It's a ghost town.
Yeah.
Woo! Scary. I miss it though. I wish there was more people out, going around and stuff like that. And my kids are older now, so I don't go out and do it as much. So for me, the last year was the first year the kids didn't want to go trick or treat, or if they did, they went with their friend. Like, no, Dad, I'm gonna go with so and so. I'm gonna go with so and so, and you stay. And I'm like, okay, I'll just stay at home with your mom in my costume because she's not gonna get dressed up. So every time the doorbell rang, I got excited. I was like, yay! I get to be a character. I get to do my thing. But yeah,
later the next kid comes.
Right. Woo! All right, I get to go again. Yeah. And all of a sudden, I'm waiting, and all of a sudden, ding dong!
You're at the door like a dog.
Come on up! Don't be scared! Come on!
I have candy.
Yep. Leave a trail of candy to the front door.
Ooh, piece of candy.
Come on, kids. That's dangerous. Let me rephrase that. Come on, people in costumes who need to get candy for Halloween.
Nice save.
Thank you. After I said, I go, wait a minute.
Yeah.
I don't like that clip.
Yeah,
no. My clip art guy's going, oh, I got that one. Blackmail.
Yeah, exactly. So, before we get into the last topic,
yes.
We all know that the night before Halloween is called Mischief Night.
Yes.
I don't know if you want to incriminate yourself with this.
You can ask me.
Have you ever participated in a Mischief Night, or were you ever the recipient of Mischief Night's scandals, scoundrels out there? There we go.
Was I out on Mischief Night? Yes. Mm-hmm. Have people done stuff to my house? Yes. Have I ever partaken in doing something that would damage somebody's property? Never. And that's not just because I'm on TV or on the podcast or whatever. Like, legitimately, 100%, I've always had a respect, and I was a delinquent to a certain degree, but I always had a mutual respect for if somebody worked hard to get something, I'm not going to destroy that because it's a joke or a prank. I don't think those pranks are funny. If you're destroying something of somebody's, then you're an asshole.
Yeah.
If you toilet paper something or whatever else, that's one thing. Now, I did have one kid egg my house when I was younger, and then my father went out there with a BB gun and shot him.
Oh, Jesus.
And then he realized not to do that anymore.
Not to do that again?
But it was a little pump BB gun, like,
Yeah.
and it just, hey, listen, I know you're there.
Yeah.
Nowadays, you probably can't do that, and you can't get away with it, or it's assault or whatever. Back in the day, way back, and the statute of limitations for this is, you could do all that stuff. Like if somebody was doing that and I kicked their ass, I'm sure it would be okay. They'd be like, "What happened? The guy threw eggs on my car, and this, that, the other thing, and I saw him, and I chased him, and we got into a confrontation, and we kicked each other's ass, and I whooped him." Okay. Is it over? Yeah, it's over. All right, have a good day. Thank you. Thank you. No police report, no jail time, none of this nonsense now. Whoa, you can't touch anybody. Please. Please.
I remember back when I was a kid trick-or-treating, if you knew the people were home and they didn't want to come to the door to give you candy because they didn't have any, you'd sit there and go, make a mental note. All right, I'll remember you for next year.
Next year, I'm going to get you. Right. Yeah. Even ringing the doorbell and run what is it? Ding dong ditch. Yeah. I never did anything like that either. Like, I just don't get it. And I get it over here sometimes every once in a while, and I'm like, really? Like, really?
Really?
There's a Ring camera now. Like,
yeah, exactly.
There's no surprises. I wonder who that was. You see him running? You got me. No, it didn't work, buddy. You're an idiot. You're an asshole. But yeah, so I never partook in any of that stuff. I mean, I would go out, I would have fun, and like I said, the worst case is maybe toilet paper something. But like, that's the extent of it, because I don't want people would egg people's houses or whatever, and it could ruin the paint. It could do that. Like, no, there's no need for that. And
what was it? Flaming bag of poop.
No, he called this shit poop. No, none of that stuff. No, nothing like that. I didn't do anything like that.
Yeah.
It was all for fun. Like, I legitimately, I enjoyed having fun with it, but I would never go out and just be like a total idiot. And here's, I think, thanks, Dad, because here's why. If I got caught and I got in trouble for something stupid like that, I'd have to answer to my father. Good luck with that. Yeah. Dave, you know my father. Mm-hmm. Would you want to answer to my father?
Oh, hell no. Nope.
See, to this day, Dave's still scared. Yeah. Good job, Pop. Yeah. So, what was you had a question you said?
Oh, we're going to lead into your story that you
wanted. That story. Okay,
yeah. So, here in my hometown of New Jersey, we have a thing called the Jersey Devil.
Let's go.
So, I'm going to read a little bit. It says, in South Jersey and Philadelphia folklore in the United States, the Jersey Devil, also known as the Leeds Devil, is a legendary creature said to inhabit the forests of the Pine Barrens in South Jersey. The creature is often described as a flying biped with hooves, but there are many different variations. Now, I have a picture.
Okay.
Now, it could be, like I said, many different variations. But this is something that they say that he may or may not look like. Mm-hmm. Now, you have a story that you do that might relate to this. That
I do have a story. Yeah.
That will fit along good for the Halloween theme.
Yeah. So. No, I don't know if it's good or bad. I'm not sure. But yeah. So here's my story with the Jersey Devil. I did live in Jersey. Now I'm in Arizona, but I did live in Jersey. And me and 3 of our friends were driving in a wooded area, hanging out. And we decided to get out and take a walk. So what we did was we parked by a bridge. It was like a single car bridge. And there was a stairwell on one side. So we parked the car down the road a little bit. We walked up, went up the bridge, went across the bridge, and we just started walking into the wooded area. Now, it wasn't just a wooded area, though. It was woods with houses and stuff like that. So there was people living there, and there was small dirt roads and rock roads or gravel roads, driveways and tree lines and everything else. And we were walking, and between the 4 of us, 2 of us there was 2 sets of 2. We kind of just split off and just started walking different directions because we just had different conversations going. So we kind of just did that. I don't know why it happened that way, but it happened that way. Mm. As we're walking, I'm walking, and I'm with our old friend Izzy, who if he ever comes on, he'll vouch for me with this story, and he'll tell the same story because we'll get to the why. But we're walking, and Izzy's much taller than me. He's about 6'2". He's a bigger guy and everything else. And I'm not paying attention. And I just feel this horrible, evil, dark feeling come over me out of nowhere, like just boom, like something bad. And I just stopped, and I literally put my arm out, and I stopped Izzy from walking. I'm like, he looks at me, he goes, "What's wrong?" I go, I don't know. I don't know, but there's something wrong. There's something very, very wrong. Like, I'm getting a feeling that we shouldn't be here. There's like evil, or there's something.
Your spidey sense was tingling.
Seriously. And I look up, and as I look up, in the distance, and we're talking probably 25, 35 yards in the distance, there was a tree line that we were walking to, and then we were going to go around to like a bend or whatever. And in that tree line, I'm getting chills just thinking about it. In that tree line, there was a 6-foot silhouette of what looked like a man at the time, but with red eyes. That's all you could see was this silhouette and red eyes. And now, I didn't know if I was going crazy, but Izzy goes, "Oh shit." I go, "You see that?" He goes, "Yeah, I see that." I go, what the fuck is that?" I don't know. Now I'm freaked out. Dave,
Right.
have you ever seen me freaked out?
No,
No.
not at once.
No. It takes a lot to freak me out or throw me off. This time, threw me. I was so scared. Like, legit scared. Like, what? It's not even a man. It's a silhouette with red eyes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, we have to go. We gotta leap. Like, we gotta go. He goes, "Okay," and he starts walking back, and I can't move. I'm frozen. I don't know if it's because I'm so scared or what's like. I'm like, "Don, you gotta move. Don, you gotta fucking move. What are you doing?" They're like, and then I start like dragging my feet a little bit, and I'm like, "Okay, come on, move. You know how to walk. Like, let's walk. Get the fuck out of here. Like, let's go." So we start walking, and I'm kind of walking backwards because I'm scared of this fucking thing. So I'm like, I don't want to take my eyes off it, but we get to a certain point. I'm like, all right, we got to go. And as we get further away, the only way I can describe it is like a shimmer.
Okay.
It doesn't walk. It didn't hop. Maybe it jumped. I don't. But it kind of like, and just moved to another location. And I'm like, holy shit, it's following us.
Fucking teleported.
It's something. Like, it's something fucking weird. And I'm like, this isn't good. I'm like, it's following us. Like, come on. We gotta. And now we're starting to move a little quicker. We call to our friends, "Hey, let's go to the car. Like, let's get out of here. Like, gotta go." So they're like, okay. So they were, like I said, we split up. So they ended up getting to the bridge and to the car before us, but we kept walking, and this thing kept shimmering or jumping or whatever it was doing. It was just going. And we were scared out of our minds. We get to the bridge, I'm like, it's gonna kill us. It's gonna kill us. Like, this is how I die. I can't believe this is how I die. With all the stupid shit I've done in my life, this is how I'm gonna fucking die. And we're going, and we get to the edge of the bridge, and then we start to walk down the stairs of the bridge. And I kid you, I swear to you, I'm gonna move the camera this way you can see. We were hanging out. Hold on, let me adjust it this way I can do the move correctly. I'm gonna take my headset off, so I don't know. I won't be able to hear you, but
Okay,
you can still hear me. So we get to the bottom of the bridge, and then the thing, its last shimmer goes to the pillar of the bridge, and it goes. And the silhouette, you see like a gargoyle, like with not wings out, but like that, and just like the eyes just watching us walk down the stairs. And me and Izzy are walking there, and we're watching this thing. We're scared out of our minds.
Right.
Watching this thing follow us and watch us. And I'm like, we're gonna die. It's waiting for us all to get together, and it's gonna attack us. It's gonna pick up the car. It's gonna take us away somewhere. Like, I'm going, like, I don't know what the hell's gonna happen. We get in the car, and we tell our buddy, dude, let's go. So we take off. We go, gone. That night, Me and Izzy called each other. You know how it's like couples, they fall asleep on the phone. It's so cute and everything else. Yeah, no, fuck that. Me and Izzy called each other, and we were like, dude, what was that? What was following us? What the hell was that? We had no idea. No idea. We just knew there was something out in the woods. It followed us. It jumped on a pillar over by the bridge, and it was looking like it was going to kill us or
So it was just a black silhouette of it.
It was a black silhouette.
Details, nothing.
No details or anything. Like it. The closest detail I had was when it jumped up and it looked like a gargoyle.
Yeah.
Outside that, it looked like a 6-foot silhouette. Like I didn't see. It just had a silhouette.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it was just like 6 foot tall, give or take, maybe a little bit taller. I don't know. It was further away, so it might have been a little bit taller. But whatever it was,
whatever. Yeah.
But it had red eyes, and it looked, and it just shimmied and did this, that, and the other thing. And then when we got to the bridge and we were walking down, and then it jumped up onto that pillar, we could see like the gargoyle type look, and I'm like, it's a fucking gargoyle.
Did you hear any? Did it make any noises?
It didn't make any noises. It didn't do anything. Like you heard crackling wood here and there and stuff like that. But we're in the woods. You hear that?
Yeah, you're gonna hear that. Yeah.
So I don't know if it had anything to do with that. I'm not going to blemish the story or make up anything out. Like I don't know. Right. But what I do know is this thing watched us, and then as we drove away or whatever, we got home, and me and Izzy were on the phone with each other, scared out of our minds, thinking that this thing's going to come after us. Like it's going to come to our house. It's going to do like what is it? What could it be? We had no idea. So we did some research on it, and come to find out that part of the Jersey Devil, the story that we saw was that there was a woman, and she was having kids long time ago out of wedlock in a town. And before the town, like before there was anybody living there or anything else, obviously, back in the day.
Right.
And she had a kid out of wedlock, and they warned her. And then she had another kid out of wedlock, and they told her, so you have another kid. We're kicking you out of the town, and then you got to go find another place to live. So good luck with you and your 2 kids or your 3 kids or whatever. Mm. And she got pregnant again. Mm. And what she did is she drowned this kid.
Oh, shit.
This way, nobody in the town found out or whatever. Mm. And that's the story that we heard. And then when we finally started doing some research on it, we found out, that's when we learned about we had no idea about the Jersey Devil, but that's when we learned about the Jersey Devil. Mm-hmm. And we're like, holy shit. Like, we saw the Jersey Devil.
Yeah.
Like, that motherfucker, he was checking us out. Like,
yeah.
Oh, they made a movie about it, too, and everything else. The movie wasn't as good because I ended up watching it. It took me a long time to watch it because I refused to watch. I'm like, because this is one of the things that creeped me out to the point where, oh, they made a movie about it? I don't want to see it.
Yeah. And they say, like, the thing is you don't, like, the supernatural or anything like that, you don't want to engage with them because that shit, it's known to follow you. So you didn't want to fucking, and you don't need that.
And for the record, in the past, prior to that, mm-hmm. I had done stuff like that.
Yeah. So
I was already sensitive, if you will, to certain feelings like that, and I could sense certain things and feel things like that are out of the norm.
Right.
And that's when I felt that it was the worst thing I've ever felt in my life. And then I was like, okay, I'm gonna stop playing with all this shit. Like, no more Ouija boards, no more like I used to do the Ouija board. I used to like try and contact people and things and stuff like that, and like not so much a seance like in the movies and stuff like that, but I would like legitimately hang out with some friends and we would like, hey, listen, you want to try and okay, let's try. Yeah, okay, sounds like fun. Nothing else better to do. Stupid.
And before anybody asks, this predates like smartphones and shit like
that.
Yeah,
no, it was well before. It was.
Well
I mean,
before this.
we had them. I had a cell phone, but it wasn't one that took pictures or wasn't.
Right,
it made phone calls.
Right.
That's what cell phones did. It was in the 90s.
Right.
So
therefore, nobody's taking. He couldn't take a picture or anything like
that.
No.
So and to be honest, I was so scared. I don't think I would have.
I know.
I don't even think I would have thought. I would have been so scared. I was literally so scared that I don't even know if I would have been like, oh, let's take a photo op. Doing selfies with the Jersey Devil.
JT. Hey.
Hello. No, it was nothing like that. It was just scary as hell. Like, it was legit scary as hell. And then once we were talking about it, we found out what it was. We're like, holy crap. Like, that could have been so much worse.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know. That's creepy as hell.
Yeah.
I don't know.
How did Izzy react to this? Was he like, "Let's get the fuck out of Dodge"? Or,
Oh hell yeah! No, he
or
was.
was he like, "Hey, let's go shake his hand"?
No, at one point, me and him were talking about going back during the day and just retracing our steps and see where we are and what we did and everything else. And Izzy, I don't know how much of this is true, so I don't say it in the story. But for this, he said that we took a path and the roads that we took almost made like a pentagon.
Oh shit.
Now, I don't know if that's true or not. I didn't map it out like that. He mapped it out, so I don't want to say yay or nay. But I know the other aspect of it, 100%. 100%. I lived it. I've told this story before. People have heard this story before. Nothing has changed ever in this. Like, this is a legit story that happened to me, and it scared the crap out of me.
Wow. And the other half of the people you were with had no idea this.
No idea, because they were in a whole nother section. They didn't see anything. It just happened like after we split and we were walking. A couple minutes after that, it just.
It's fucked up. Two people get in the car, they're perfectly fine. You two knuckleheads get in the car like, holy shit!
Oh no, we were in a car like this. We were like next to each other and stuff like that. Like we were legit scared. We were legit scared. To this day, if I saw anything like that, I still to this day would be legit scared because that was it. I froze. I was so scared. I was like, I can't even run right now. Like I have to tell my brain start running.
So that's why you moved out to Arizona.
That's why I moved out. Now, there's no Arizona Devil. No Arizona Devil out here. I'm safe. I hope.
I hope, yeah. Man.
But yeah, so that was definitely a creepy time for me and very, very scary story. So I mean, happy Halloween!
Happy Halloween, everybody!
Don't play with Ouija boards and that crap. It could hurt you.
No.
For real. Well, with that, I hope everybody has a happy Halloween. Me and Dave are going to be doing a live show. This one's coming out, when is this? This one's coming out right after the live show, correct?
Right after the live, yeah.
So I hope you enjoyed the live show. I hope you had fun. I hope we made you laugh. I hope we had a good time on this show. And I hope you learned about the Jersey Devil. And now if you want to look him up, you'll see more about him.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking creepy. But yeah, with that in store, don't forget, send us your questions, shootingitstraight.wdc@gmail.com. Let us know what you thought of the show. Let us know how you liked it. Subscribe. Hit the like button. Ring the bell for notifications. And just have a good week.
Yeah.
All right. We'll see you later, everybody. Take it easy.
Everybody.
Ah!